Okay, hey, good morning. As you can see, I'm about to do my morning run. So this is just a quick PSA, and I want to say a warning to everyone out there who is misquoting that lawsuit to make it seem as though the Cassie is being sued because she aborted a child without my consent. I want to warn you that to post a statement that that is the situation could be considerable as liable and slander. And I'm going to tell you why. Because nowhere in that lawsuit does it say that Cassie had an abortion without my consent. The exact wordage, what it says, is that Cassie had an abortion and I disappeared for several months and she had an abortion. And then in the following sentence, it explains that even though she had an abortion, she continued to sleep with me, forgive me, it's a little early, for years. Now, the reason I mention that is not to embarrass Cassie. Again, I've explained to the general public that for almost a year, I tried to quietly work behind the scenes with Cassie. The truth of the matter is this, ladies who want to hate on me, people who want to claim I have no victimhood. I said this to you yesterday, I'm going to say it again. Cassie Ventura did this to herself. She's a pathological liar. She lied through her teeth to try to avoid the criminality of the situation that she was in with Puffy. Neither one of them were co-conspirators. They were just a freaky couple into freaky stuff that created this grand scheme to manipulate male escorts throughout the states. And they did this for over a decade. So now Cassie should not have been the government's star witness. Cassie should have been a co-conspirator.
No, hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm begging you guys, please, to listen to what this man has to say, because allegedly he is one of the sex worker and he was messing around with Cassie for years, and he's about to say some very controversial but also interesting information. So I want you guys to listen fully and thoroughly. Also remember to drop a like and subscribe, show some love. Drop a like and subscribe, show some love. But I'm gonna stop the talking. Check out the rest of the clip.
But the government, these 6 white women prosecutors, and I don't say this because I think they're racist. I believe that the unity of their ethnicity created a very strong feministic bond with Cassie and the women who were abused in this case. And so they, as women, not racist, decided to use their feminist stance to prosecute Diddy as a DV offender instead of as a RICO offender. And they tried to incorporate his domestic violence to make them RICO-worthy offenses. That was wrong. Don't be mad at me, Me Too, because I'm exposing Cassie to be a liar. You should be mad at the U.S. Attorney's Office for wasting millions of your taxpayer dollars to prosecute a man for a lie. People, I'm not trying to embarrass Cassie, people. I contacted Douglas Wigmore for months. I may not agree with Tyrone Blackburn. I may not think he's the most ethical attorney, but he did reach out to Cassie Ventura several times and allow them the opportunity to mediate this before it hit the general public. See, people, Cassie wants you all to support her as a victim, as a woman who is offended. Now, because of your support, Diddy immediately settled out her lawsuit. Don't support her with a lie. Don't allow your arrogance and your need to just be right, Me Too supporters out there, to continue to champion a woman who lied to you. Cassie, women like Cassie, excuse me, are going to destroy the Me Too movement. Because see, what they do is they're criminals who use the toxicity in their relationships, excuse me, to avoid criminal liability. This is what Cassie did. Do not misquote me. I don't want to have to sue you, World Star, or anyone else who misquotes me to say that Cassie is being sued because she aborted a child without my consent. People, Cassie wasn't my girl. She was Diddy's girl. I didn't have no damn consent if she got pregnant. The only reason it's mentioned is to show you that even though this woman was impregnated by me, people, and I disappeared for almost a year, the second I got out of jail, because people, I was in jail, I did a parole violation. So when I got out, I was messed up. I needed money. This is why I called Cassie, people, because I was kind of financially trapped in this situation because I needed their resources. And they would manipulate the hell out of me. Cassie would promise me 20, 30 grand and then give me 5 or 6 when I got to Miami. After I impregnated her, I managed to call her on one of her numbers when I got out of prison. She flew from LA to New York on her own with Diddy to come talk to me and tell me about the pregnancy. She cried in my face in the Gramercy Park Hotel. Diddy was right there. She told me how much she wanted to keep the baby. She had no kids, but she didn't know what happened to me. She told me I should have called from Rikers Island. People, I'm gonna be honest, I was embarrassed. At this time, I knew who they was, and I don't know why I was embarrassed telling Diddy I was in jail. Like, I think about it now like I was an idiot. But the truth is, I was embarrassed. You know, I didn't want to tell them that I was sitting on Rikers Island. I didn't want them to think that I needed them and I was using them. So people, I never made the phone call on Rikers Island, and Cassie had an abortion. But I'm not suing her for having an abortion without my consent. That's a lie. And I challenge anyone to go into that lawsuit, read it allegation by allegation, and show me where it says Cassie's being sued for having an abortion without my consent, like she needed my consent. You need to stop lying on me. Stop trying to find ways to misquote me. Stop trying to find ways to discredit me, and realize the truth of your situation, which is Cassie is a liar. And people, as the man she took the stand, in a federal trial and lied on, I can confidently call Cassie Ventura a liar. This public service announcement, I pray it reaches Cassie. Cassie, listen to me, baby girl. Stop playing. You know what time it is with Clayton. You know how long you saw me. You know the things you did with me in those freak-offs. Stop lying. And see, I was actually gracious, people, because a lot of the freaky stuff in those freak-offs are not even in the book I wrote about Cassie or the lawsuit. Because I'm trying to keep, even though this looks horrible for her, people, I'm still withholding things to protect Cassie, to protect her credibility. People, Cassie was a freak. Cassie used to do nasty stuff in those freak-offs that Diddy did not tell her to do. And if she really wants to play the game, if she really wants to be exposed and have a trial where I get on the stand and I start talking, we can do that. But people, I don't want to sue Cassie. I want to mediate this with Cassie, and I've tried. And if Cassie is smart, considering she had an 8-year sexual relationship with the man who is suing her now, she will have her attorneys contact me this week and end this litigation. Why play games, people? Why should she play games when you all know that Dave is one of her favorite escorts from the trial that she called for over 8 years? How stupid is this? So again, people, instead of you attacking me for having the strength and having the courage and confidence to go after what is rightfully mine, which is the damages created by Cassie, stop attacking me. Cancel her for lying to you, because that's what you really should do. Stop hating Diddy because Diddy was a billionaire and all of you were jealous because he had money. Stop lying on him and making him the culprit, the primary culprit in your civil suits, because here's the truth. If you were in these freak-offs with Diddy's, and I'm speaking to the people who claim that Diddy raped him, I don't believe you. I was around the guy for 10 years. He's not like that. He made passes at me. He did some weird stuff. Maybe because he was high. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, people. But he never tried to rape me. He never did a lot of the stuff that these people are saying, people. He did not do that. And that's not fair. This guy's life has been destroyed because of the lies of a woman. Now, yeah, she told some truths too. But she told a lot of lies that the government helped her create, and she destroyed this guy's life. The U.S. Attorney's Office, people, they played us. I was a cooperating witness. I am not a Diddy supporter. People, I told them how Diddy assaulted her. I told them all the things Diddy did. People, when Diddy got indicted, I believe it was in March, I was on the grand jury. So I was responsible for one of his indictments. People, I was not a Diddy supporter, but I am now, because I know what the U.S. Attorney's Office did to him. They lied. They maliciously manipulated the narrative of a prosecution, so all of you guys would think that this guy was some rapist, homosexual, psycho guy. Now, he is sexually depraved, but where's all the men he raped? Where's all of the allegations from these civil suits, people? Why were none of them in the trial when this guy was raping minors and all of this stuff? Why didn't we see this? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the U.S. Attorney's Office knew 90% of them was lies. And they knew that there was a lot of evidence against Jane and Cassie. So what they did was they held out all the prostitutes like myself, and I hate that word. They held us back so no one would know about the women. Quick before I go, I am a law student, so I have studied hundreds of RICO cases. RICO cases involving sex trafficking. And people, this is the only case that I could ever come across where the prostitutes were not the center of the prosecution. People, Cassie slept with 50 men. Jane slept with at least 30. You got 80 prostitutes. Diddy should be in jail for the rest of his life. You know why he's not in jail for the rest of his life? Because these 6 white women tried to manipulate you guys into something that was not true. This is not something, I'm not trying to speak badly about the U.S. Attorney's Office. I don't need those type of enemies. And quite honestly, I liked Miss Maureen Comey and Emily Johnston. I thought they were great women. They were friendly, but that was the facade, people. That was the facade of these women lying and using me as a black man to destroy another black man. People, they don't give a damn about me, people. They kept me until the week before the trial. promised to call me in for witness prep the next week. People, it's been months. I've never heard back from them people. They didn't even have enough respect for me as a victim who helped them build their prosecution to call me back and thank me, Mr. Howard, for helping us, even though we dropped the ball and we lost. Victims out there who feel afraid because Diddy didn't get convicted, don't be mad at Diddy. Be mad at those prosecutors who messed up that prosecution by trying to manipulate a prosecution to destroy a black man on the lies of Cassie, because that's the truth. This is Dave signing off. If you don't want to be sued for libel and slander, do not say that I'm suing Cassie again because she had our baby without my consent, because that's a goddamn lie. Thank you for listening, people. Stop lying. I don't want to sue you for lying. Thank you.
No, that was very, very interesting to listen to. Like, very, very interesting. No, he had a pretty viral video before this. I shared it on my channel. You guys can go and check it out. But he's basically calling Cassie Ventura a liar, and not just a liar, a pathological liar, right? He makes it clear that she wasn't no victim, and she was actually a part of the whole system with Diddy. And it's all because she and Diddy freaky, right? So this one is getting very interesting, man. Like, I'm telling y'all, ever since that trial came up, a lot of things have, came out the window. A lot of things has came out from the dark. And that is the thing, man. A lot of things that it doesn't matter how long it happened. Sometimes these things are gonna, like, the secrets are gonna get revealed, right? Now, he makes it clear that he was messing around with Cassie Ventura for over 8 years, so he knows what he's talking about. And mind you, all of this is allegedly. This is not proven, but he did sue Cassie Ventura. It is in process, and I guess when it is finalized, we will hear about it. But he makes it clear that, listen, he is only trying to defend himself and get back what Cassie Ventura did to damage him, because he also stated that Cassie was the one who invited him into the lifestyle. It was not Diddy. And he detailed, though, a lot of times she was the one who wanted to do the stuff and not Diddy. Even when Diddy did not want to do it, she was the one who wanted to do it. And I remember some of the text messages being read in court. It kind of got me thinking, was Cassie Ventura purely a victim? Now, once again, whether that is true or not, it does not give Diddy the right to treat her how he did, as we all saw on video. That I completely completely disagree with, right? But the question still remains, was Cassie Ventura truly and purely a victim in this case? Let me know your thoughts and perspective down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys feel. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot, and it'll be greatly appreciated. I want to say thank you for your time and thank you for watching. It is your boy Premium Celeb, and as usual, I'm out.